Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. And we're back with our Tasman 172 Airspeed Oxford Mark II, kit number TM105. And everything was going quite well, and then we started having a succession of kind of disasters, you could say. Minor ones, but kind of taking the edge off what I was quite enjoying up until this point. So following on from the previous video, we have got our wings in place and they went on kind of well. I used the CA UK Black to attach them with, and then as you can see I've used a bit of Vallejo Magic Putty, which will come to a story about that in a second, and I've sealed in the edges and I've done the edges on the underside. So I'm kind of hoping that they're going to look okay. On the inside of the undercarriage bays, I've painted in dark iron XF84. I've attached these little, what are these things called? Little exhausty type things, manifolds or whatever. And I have discovered that there are some exhaust pipes to stick on. I'm probably going to do these at a later date. I'm not exactly certain where they go, but I think it's kind of around here or up the top. Not sure. Gonna have to do a little bit of research on that to figure out where they go. We've painted up our propellers, which we've decided to do in brown because I'm assuming they're wood. They kind of look like wooden propellers, so we've done those in brown, and we're making a start on doing our wheels as well. So what are the catastrophes that we've been having? Well, if you remember, this cockpit canopy cover actually extends all the way to the rear, or to the centre part of the aircraft. So as you get the windows in one piece. Now, quite why they decided to do this when they built it, I'm not exactly certain. And I was kind of thinking, that might be okay. And it's turned into a bit of a bloody nightmare, to be quite honest with you, because when I put it on, it kind of fit at the front. It was lined up correctly as per the framing on the on the cockpit canopy, and then it seemed to sort of just get gradually bigger and bigger and bigger. And even though I had a perfectly straight line here, it just wasn't fitting. So I've opted to leave it with a sort of lump at the back because it was fitted in place, and I'm not very good at taking these things apart once I've actually committed to doing something. So I decided to fill that in with a bit of Vallejo Putty. So as you can see, it does leave a rather unpleasant ridge, but we can say that maybe it's a repair or something, I don't know. And then catastrophe followed when we tried to put some putty into just sort of seal the edges. And as you can see, the putty, there wasn't a very good seal there, and the putty has ran inside the glazed part as well, and has partially clogged a couple of our windows. So we've had to kind of amend the size of the windows. We did half think about just saying, oh, sod it, and covering it completely and just having it as a sort of one that's had its windows filled in for some reason. The nose is also a clear glazed part that, as you can see, just fits on the front. Again, we didn't get a very satisfactory fit with that either, although it was in the right position. So again, we've kind of filled it and kind of bodged it a bit, I suppose, but it still kind of looks okay. And we've got our engines in, and we've masked those off. There is a small landing light here which we've also masked off. So we're kind of ready for going and putting some primer on this, and we're going to hope for the best, I think. Another disaster we had today is that our Vallejo Magic Putty has developed a leak on two sides, and now when I try to get stuff out of it, it just comes out of this hole. So we've had to order a couple more tubes of that because we kind of like this stuff and it's what we're used to using. Paint wise, we discovered that actually this isn't a sort of green and brown aircraft, it's actually red and yellow. So it's going to look pretty striking when it's actually finished. We also used Clearfix on our glazed parts, and We tried using Maskell to sort out our windows, but we couldn't get a very good square finish on those, because obviously there is no sort of recesses to push it into. It's just, you have to make a square. So we resorted to using some Tamiya masking sticker sheet to do our windows, and we've used a combination of Tamiya masking tape and some of this cheap stuff on the rest of the aircraft to mask it off in preparation. So it was going well, and it's kind of just turned into a bit of a nightmare because of this cover, which I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm a little bit concerned, but I think if push comes to shove and it looks terrible, I'll just paint over the windows, I think, because that seems to be the only real option open to me. Don't know, I don't really want to do that, but it's a possibility, I suppose. So yeah, there's enough of my woe. I'm going to have a quick drinky to my my Scapebrick Grace single malt. So cheers. Kind of feel like I've earned that today. As you know, this is being done for New Zealand Day, which is February the 6th. So we're hoping to have that finished by then, and we seem to be making reasonable progress. We've got another 2 days off, I think. So I'm kind of hoping, you know, if I get the primer on this evening, I might get it done. Seems possible. So yeah, so I'm going to nip out and put some white matte primer on this, because it seems to be the logical choice of doing yellow and red. And I'll get back to you shortly and show you what's happened. So thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Oh yeah, we're going to be giving one away as well. So tune in, because this one's going to be given away. There'll be details on the channel on how you can actually win this lovely kit. And as always, be seeing you.